Welcome back to Bleed With Me podcast. I'm your host, Micaela Superstar, and I'm with your other host, Sean Bowtie. It's funny because I had to burp so bad, so I'm glad you did that noise. That's like the Grudge noise.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. That's this is my equivalent of ye old English from the folk horror episode. It's just me going.
Actually, did rip off that noise a little for a Murder Spell song.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's a creepy fucking
myself.
noise.
I did it myself. Obviously, it's not hard to recreate into a microphone, but I was like, this is some Grudge shit.
Yeah. It's creepy. It's scary.
It's called Earthshaker. Earthshaker Guillotine is the name of that song.
Earthshaker Guillotine. The blade is coming down on an earth, and it's quaking.
It was more about killing landlords so that people could afford to live in cities again.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, and actually it wasn't about actually killing them. It was about asking the earth to swallow them up.
Oh, hell yeah.
For us. So It wasn't about murder. It was about asking the earth to just vanish them somehow.
I fucking hate landlords, and I especially hate
Everyone does.
I love my landlord because my rent is dirt fucking cheap, but like these fucking like equity companies that buy up all the property in town and then are just fucking slumlords. Yeah. Sucks, man. I hate those fuckers. And developers, fuckers.
Yeah, most landlords are shit. So
tits.
And it's making it really impossible for creative people to live places together.
Absolutely.
So.
It's a big
So we did
problem.
a song about it. And we were like, hey, Mother Nature, why don't you take care of that
Hell
for
yeah.
us?
And Mother Nature was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. It's J horror night.
Anyway, speaking of the Grudge, it's like we already know what we're talking about and we go off on it. But sorry, we started making Grudge noises for a reason, everyone.
We're talking about Japanese horror.
So many mispronunciations. I'm sorry in advance. I don't know Japanese, okay? I barely know English. I slaughter everying all the time.
I got you, girl.
I'm probably going to fuck some shit up. I'm sorry.
I'm here to hold space for you.
I'm trying, but I apologize in advance. But we're talking about Japanese horror, and we're not doing the 25,000 movie deep dive.
No,
okay?
we're not.
My brain can't handle it.
Hell no. Never again.
I'm not an expert.
We're never doing that again. We don't have to even apologize for it anymore.
Can't do
never
it no more.
Again. From now on, we will pick a small handful of films to talk about. Yeah. And then that topic is still alive for another day because there's always more movies.
Because we didn't exhaust it.
Exactly.
You know? We can just keep going and going. So we'll be back to this. But we were like, okay, let's pick, movies we can talk about. Yeah. Movies that we care about.
Yes.
But don't come at us, all right? Like, we forgot this. We didn't forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what did I do? There. What did I do on Letterboxd? I made a list.
As usual.
I did. I have a couple of things to say about making that list real quick. One,
quick. Let's get it. Take your time.
I chose not to put any Godzilla movies on it because I don't think Godzilla movies are. Yeah,
Thank you.
I don't think they're horror.
I wasn't sure if we were going to have this conversation. Yeah. Like we're having this weird, awkward. We had sex last night, Todd.
Honey, we have to have a conversation about Godzilla.
I didn't like when you slipped it in there and didn't ask.
It was
I know it's slippily sliding,
like
but
a 50-foot
it's not
lizard.
An invitation.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I agree. It's science fiction.
Yeah. The only one you could even argue as a horror movie is just the very first original 1954 Godzilla. But even that, I think it's sci-fi, dude. Fiction. And it's like just because there's a monster in it doesn't make it horror automatically, I would say.
It's too much. You know what you should do? Like, you should come on and talk about a bunch of horror. Me and Electric are going through all of the Godzilla now. So you should just come and talk to us about some Godzilla on our sci-fi show.
I would love that.
You know?
I would love that. Yeah.
But you're right. Don't include that.
No Godzilla.
I don't think of it. But there's so much probably.
I also didn't include any of those like pinky violence, sexual depravity, movies, which the Japanese are famous for.
Right.
And I didn't include any of the extreme gore, like those guinea pig
Guinea
movies.
pig? Oh,
I didn't include
pushback
any.
on that, I bet.
Oh,
But,
it's not. I
they've
can't.
been recommended to me.
Really?
But,
Mermaid in a manhole?
Yeah, I just haven't gotten there yet.
They're too much, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I watched that. I think I watched
Some of them are like,
anyway,
really just like feel really misogynist in a really ugly way.
I mean, that's, it's not my thing as much. So I haven't gone there. There's so much more to catch up on as I learned today.
Yeah. So we each picked 3 that we really love to talk about. Mm-hmm. It was hard. I was changing my mind up, down, and all around town.
I know. I was like, I'm glad I didn't watch your movies. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. Thank you.
Actually, I revisited Onibaba.
Oh, yeah.
I let it out of the bag. Because it's so good.
Oh, it's so
good.
And
I remember thinking when I saw it, it was like one of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
But I only had like snippets or like feelings about it.
Yeah.
So I revisited that one.
Cool.
And the rest I was like, anyway,
Sweet.
What else did you pick?
I picked Battle Royale.
Mm-hmm.
And Goke Body Snatcher from Hell.
Nice.
Those are the 3 that I have come to the table with for tonight. How about you?
I picked what I called the big 3 modern horror movies to come out of Japan after in the late 90s. Yeah. Because how could you not? I was like, I feel like, you don't have to start here, but how could you not?
Yeah.
Because to me, they were so influential.
Yeah.
And I truly like them. So I obviously picked Ju-on the Grudge.
Sweet.
I picked Ring.
Love it.
Ringu, whatever. And Pulse.
Oh,
which
hell yeah.
is probably actually my favorite one.
Yeah. Of those 3,
I gotta
it's my
say.
favorite. Yeah. It's so good.
And it's kind of underrated. But we'll get to that. So those are the ones we decided on, but there's a lot of other stuff, including that Spiral movie, which I keep trying to get you to watch for that Junji Ito
Uzumaki.
Uzumaki probably would have been on this list.
Yeah.
If I didn't know that we weren't going to talk about it later in a future
we're gonna
episode.
we're going to do a Junji
because
Ito
I
episode.
Love that movie. It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm excited. And it was in a lot of lists that I was looking at while I was prepping,
I got to tell you, I think you're going to love it. It's utterly
I can't wait.
And again, like even Electric watched it. She's like, am I even scared? She's like, why am I even scared of this? You know, it's just like, it's like, that's Japanese horror.
Yes, exactly.
Why am I even fucking scared? Because.
But you are. Yeah.
And then I said to her, think about if this really actually happened to you. And she was like, no, you're right. And so we'll get into it. But oh my God, who the fuck's texting me right now?
Who is?
It's Krevin. He knows.
Oh my God,
we're
that
talking
little
about
bitch.
Krevin.
What a
Don't call Krevin a bitch.
What you said? Okay. Well, you're right. I probably shouldn't. But it's so fun.
Okay, you can, but you're gonna he's gonna come at you.
I know. I'm scared, but I'm also a little titillated.
What do you like to get smacked around?
Like when a manny man comes at me and is like, "I'm gonna get you."
Man.
A manny man.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's my.
I don't think of him as a manny man.
That's my femme side coming out.
You want him to smack you around a little, don't you?
Yeah, I want him to be
you might have to ask his partner first.
Backhander. Do a backhander.
He's gonna fly out to get a backhander.
My God, if there was a knock on my door and it was Krevin, and then he just slapped me across the face with a white glove and then just left, God. I would be thrilled. Remember in Bugs Bunny cartoons when they like slap each other across the face with just a glove? I
absolutely do.
I love that
and
shit.
I thought that would actually come into play a lot more as a grown-up.
Right?
2 things. I thought 2 things from that. 1, I'd be wearing gloves a lot more like that because that seemed cool. But guess what? Pain in the ass. 2, slapping people with said gloves.
Yes, exactly. But like
slapping people in general, which I have done a lot, I have to say.
Yeah.
Doesn't go over as well as it did in Bugs Bunny. No. Like people are like, ha, charming. They're like, you gotta get out of this bar right now. And you're like, what?
Yes.
Come on, what's up, Doc? I'm just fucking slapping people. And it's like, that's not funny.
It's like,
Bitch
but
bunny.
Part of the fun of slapping someone with a glove would be like holding your hand up and like stretching it off your thumb and then each finger individually before you pull it off and then smack them.
Well, I do that with my
a lot
flesh,
of
and then I hit them with my sweat, muscled, moist, bloody hands. So.
Wait, you like go finger by finger?
Yeah. First I slit my wrists all the way around, and then I rip my and I rip my hands off, and then I have this weird bony, muscular corpse hand, and then I hit you. And then they kick me out of the bar.
You're such a zombie.
I wish I could do that. Wouldn't that be cool, though?
Oh, yeah, to take your own hands off, and they could go running around.
And then slap someone with it.
Yeah.
No, to slap someone with it, they'd be so horrified.
I know, that would be awesome.
And then eat a carrot and be like, what's up, Doc? And they'd be like, what the fuck, Donnie Darko shit right now? And be like, Sorry, we're getting way off topic, giving away too many great movie ideas right now.
Yeah.
Once again.
Yeah.
You have to redact that. Amazing idea. Okay, what's Krevin have to say to you? Oh, forget it. It's a nice message. He said, thanks for recommending I'm a Virgo. I think that was for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that show, so it's definitely for you.
Oh, shit. It's really good. Okay, it's science fiction. Okay. Let's move on. Before you start a fight with Krevin.
Yeah, I'm not going to start a fight. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Hello? Oh my God, that's great.
I know. He finally asked.
Nancy's sister is getting married, and she wanted to help her make it perfect.
I want a fairy tale wedding. I need everything to be perfect.
I'll help you, sis.
You better. You're maid of honor.
Oh my God! Oh, so exciting!
Everything was going like clockwork, but as the hours got closer to the big day, one thing was missing. Nancy's +1.
I can't show up alone. It's just too depressing.
What about your ex?
They're in jail.
Oh, Jesus. Well, why don't you go on Love Finder? Or Okay Cool?
I don't know. I never get any good matches on there.
Well, you better come up with someone. You're the maid of honor. It'll ruin everything.
Little did Nancy know, her +1 was right around the corner.
Oh my God! Ah! Did you just save my life? Was that your tail? Sorry, that was just amazing. Listen, this might sound crazy, but are you busy this weekend?
From the makers of Real Big Snake and Demon Squeaker. This summer, get ready for the unexpected sequel to the smash hit Godzilla -1. Godzilla +1.
Ah! What the fuck? Ah! Oh my God!
Why? Why would you bring a kaiju to my wedding?
I'm sorry. He saved my life. I think. I'm not so sure now. But he thick.
I hate you.
Various chaos sounds. Ah! Jesus Christ! Police! Ah! Where's my wife? What happened to my wife?
Oh no!
He just flung the justice of the peace into a tree.
He stepped on the cake and the bus man.
Ah! Help us! Help us! Help us! This was a terrible idea.
You think?
The worst part is, I really thought Godzilla liked me.
If your date doesn't smush you like a bug, I'm going to kill you.
Starring Susie McNuggets as Nancy, Gretchen Fusk as the sister, and Channing Tatum as Godzilla. This summer, you might want to go stag. This film is not yet rated. We need to figure out the Godzilla sex scenes first.
Okay, so where do we start?
Well, we already said what our 6 movies are, so why don't we just trade off? We'll trade off. Do you want to start us off? You want me to start?
Why don't you start with Onibaba, because I feel like it's such a classic, and it's... Is it the earliest one? I don't know the other one you're talking about.
I'm not... I think Onibaba's like 60. Is it? 1960?
Yeah.
It's definitely in the 60s. I think, it's 64. And, and Goke, I think, is more towards the end of the 60s. Hold on, I'm looking it up. 68. So it's 4 years after Onibaba, and they could not feel more different, you know? One of the things...
Yeah. So why don't we start
with the
with the Onibaba then?
Onibaba.
Did you get to talk about making
I
the
just
list
wanted to say
at
what
least?
I didn't want to put on
Did I
there.
derail
Like,
us?
while I was making this list, I felt like my prejudices about what I like were coming through more than in other lists I've made. Because like zombies and folk horror, I just threw like a ton of stuff on there. But with Japanese horror, it made me realize that there's a lot of like subsets of Japanese horror that I don't like very much. But the stuff I do like, I fucking love. So that's why I didn't include any of the pinky violence or the extreme gore stuff, you know. It's just too ill.
I got you. Yeah, it's not my thing, so I'm not really like we both talked about how we didn't like Audition,
we
and
both
everyone
hate
hyped that up,
Audition,
and that
yeah.
just seemed like a weird gore
Yeah.
fest,
And-
and I was like,
Yeah,
it's
not
I don't
that
know.
good, dude.
Just
It's
wasn't
not
that great.
good. But Onibaba is a 5-star movie. So
good.
should we like talk about
So
what it's
good.
about?
Sure. I mean,
It's about
how
horny.
how
It's
do you
about
want to come
horny
at
late.
this?
I know. It's about horny ladies,
Mm-hmm.
and they live in a world of reeds. One of the things that's so cool about that movie is like the weird world of like all those tall grasses and
Yep.
reeds that they live in, and like all the sound effects of like the wind blowing through the grass and the reeds is so like hypnotic and
Yeah.
like fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with just the setting.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Which also, it reminded me a lot of like the Kurosawa films where he's just filming trees and stuff. And it's like wind blowing through
Yeah.
trees for like a few minutes. And you're like, yeah, this is magical. Like there's a lot of that in Onibaba where it's just like wind and like the blades of grass and the reeds become their own like characters, you know, where they have their
Yes.
own reactions to things or the
Yep.
way they're filmed and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's almost
really
it's
good.
kind of folk horror.
It's absolutely,
You know,
it's
it's like Japanese
100,000%
folk horror.
folk horror. And I,
Yeah.
you know, almost we should have probably included it with it, but we were doing, like we said, white people folk horror.
Yeah,
Because I
were.
thought of like, actually this movie when we were saying that, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many great Japanese folk horror, and definitely, 100%, 1,000% is.
And it's a samurai movie,
It
or at
is.
least it's set during the samurai period, and something that, you know, another thing it has in common with many of Kurosawa's best movies,
Right.
is that their samurai movies, you know, are set in that period.
Yeah.
But this is just like about like, what is it? So there's like war going on, and
Civil
it's
War.
like, yeah, and it's like a mom, like an older woman in what do you think? She's like late 40s, early 50s?
Yeah, they make her look hella old, but I think she's just supposed to be in her 40s, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
So
it's
she's in her
60s,
40s.
So it's like, you're ancient. And it's like, what?
Yeah. And then it's like her daughter-in-law, and the son has gone off to war and not come back, and it's been a while, and they're like, is he coming back? I don't know if he's coming back. Is he coming back? I don't know if he's coming back. And they have a contentious relationship. But the way, you know, they're peasants and they're starving, so the way that they like get by is they murder samurai, awesome, and they steal all their shit, awesome, and then they sell it so that they can buy like rice and
Millet,
food and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, millet. Is that what it is? Millet?
Yeah, that's what they say. Anyway.
Hello, I'm Jean-Pierre Millet.
Yeah, Millet.
There. I'm just trying to fit in voices where I can.
I like it.
Thanks. And so then I forget how the mask comes into the movie.
So, like, one of their neighbor comes back without the husband, and they're like,
he's
your husband's
hot.
dead. And he's hot. And he's like, hey,
Yeah.
what's up? Your son/husband's dead.
Yeah.
And the women are like, what the fuck are we going to do? We're super poor. We're already, like, doing questionable things. And he's like, uh-huh. And so then they, after a
He like
while...
moves in down the block. He's like
Well,
an
he already
around the way
lived there.
boy.
Like,
oh,
he was
did?
like, yeah,
Okay.
he's like, oh, is my hut still here? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, we're
okay, got it,
neighbors. Like, so they know each other, you know? And that's why they went off to war together with the husband and him. And then he starts making the moves on the young, you know, widow. And he's like, she's
she's
young. Like,
hot
what the
for
fuck?
it, yeah.
And she loves it. And she's just been living with her fucking mother-in-law, who's a cranky old bitch. And, you know, he brings benefits because he gets them more food and da-da-da.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
the mom tries to
the
fuck him
mom's
too.
like, well, she's just like trying to dissuade him too, to be like, she's like, what will I have if you take her? So fuck me. And he's like, no thanks, bro. She's literally like, no thank you. And so she gets mad, and one night this samurai shows up in her hut and scares the shit out of her, and he's like, I need to find my way out of here. And he's got this demon mask on.
Yeah.
And she's like, take it off the mask, because he's like, I'm so handsome, and he's like fucking with her, and so anyway, he's like, I'll kill you if you don't show me how to get out of these tall grasses. And then she tricks him, because there's this like well they throw all the dead bodies in, and she jumps over it at the last second, and he doesn't see it, and he falls in the well. And then she goes down there and fucking kills him and gets his mask off, but it won't come off. It's like stuck to his face, which is part of this old myth. This is all based on like obviously a 16th century ghost story, right?
Yeah.
So like most things in the movies we're gonna talk about tonight, actually, even The Grudge. So
and then she like uses it to try and scare
she pulls it off, and then she uses it to scare the girl, saying like, you're sinning, you're gonna go to hell and purgatory if you keep fucking this guy.
Yeah.
That's
a great scene.
That's how it comes into play.
Great scene.
So she kills the samurai for it again.
Yeah. I remember now, because like in the hole is like a kind of like the central scary thing. I mean, the samurai is scary and the mask is scary, but I think the hole is the scariest part.
No, the hole is the scary part. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so like
scary. The darkness.
Scary.
That's how it opens. It's like it shows the hole, and it's like the darkness. Or whatever. And it's like, it has some weird shit.
It's
like,
very
it
Lynchian.
Like
it's very Lynchian.
So much of what we're going to talk about tonight, I think, is Lynchian. So much of it. And even that I think David Lynch probably liked Onibaba. There's no way he wasn't encouraged, influenced by it. Yeah. It's such an influential film. There's no way. There's no way he didn't see that and take shit from it. There's no way. Yeah. The sound design alone, like you said, there's no way.
Oh my God. It's so good. It's just the best.
The lighting, the weird starkness of it. I don't know. There's no way.
Yeah, because like the daughter-in-law like sneaks out at night and goes and like fucks Hunky McHunkerson. Yeah. And then comes back through the reeds to like slip into the hut. And so when she's coming back through the reeds one night, the mother-in-law is there with the mask on to scare the shit out of her. And it works. It does work. And the daughter-in-law is like, what the fuck? And is that right away, like when the mom can't take the mask off, right?
No, she scares them a bunch, but then during a storm, she runs out. Because she's like, oh, I'm going to go do this thing, and tricks her into going out and to fuck that guy. And then it starts raining out, and the mom sees them, and they're still like kissing and stuff and whatever in the rain, even though they see the demon. And she kind of gives up. She's like, what the fuck am I doing? So then she goes back, and then she can't. That's when, after the rain makes the mask stick to her face, essentially. And then she's like, oh shit, I can't get it off. The rain makes it stick. And then so when she gets back, she has it on when the girl sneaks back into the hut, and she's like, oh no, a demon. And the lady's like, no. No. And here's why I know David Lynch saw this movie. So then she's like, no. Help me get this fucking mask off. So then she starts smacking this bitch in the face with a fucking spoon or something and cracks it open. And she pulls it all off of her. Yeah. And her face has all this grotesque shit, which the director was like, I think supposed to like make you think of World War II and all the Hiroshima shit. Yeah. Was this where you grew up or something? And then she's running through the field, and then she says a real demon after she sees her actual face under the mask and starts running away from her. And the mother says, I am not a demon. I am a human being. And I'm like, that's fucking Elephant Man, dude. Yeah. Like, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
and it's black and white. Onibaba's black and white. We didn't mention that.
Oh, we did not mention
beautiful, crisp black and white. It's so gorgeous.
So anyway, that reminds me.
As is Elephant Man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? So I was like, holy shit. It's his, like,
and then she falls in the hole, right? She's like running. Doesn't she fall in the hole at the end?
You know, the first one jumps over it, and then it shows her jumping over it. And I think it implies that she doesn't make it, and she ends up in the hole.
I think she falls in that motherfucker.
Yeah. It kind of ends with her, like, her leg going over the hole, following her daughter-in-law, and then I think it's just like, and then that was it. But I think it implies it.
Ambiguous.
But then I think the hottie guy dies too or something, right? He gets stabbed.
It says, oh, you're right. The young woman leaps over the pit, and as the older woman leaps after her, the film ends. So it is ambiguous.
It's ambiguous.
Does Hottie McCotterson live?
I thought that he gets stabbed by the guy or something. He gets stabbed by some guy. And so you're like, oh, man.
Hachi. Yeah. Oh, you're right. A deserter appears and grabs a spear and stabs Hachi.
Stabs him,
and kills him.
And so you're like, this poor bitch is just left with this old lady anyway. And then if she
God.
kills the old lady, she'd be all alone. It's so sad. So many of these stories. A lot of these stories
tragic.
are the horror or is just loneliness.
Yeah.
That is an ongoing, permeating theme through all these films is a fucking loneliness.
Yeah. And in Japanese literature, too. Same thing.
Yes.
Woman in the Dunes, like, it's just so fucking existential and, But one thing I love about it is that the young woman and Hachi, like, have really hot sex.
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
do.
he completely, like, opens her up sexually, and they're very hot together, the two of them,
Yeah, it's great.
The chemistry is off the charts, as they say in Long Island.
Don't ever talk about Long Island again. Just kidding. Just joking.
Okay, Rhode Island. They're like, I parked the car by the mask. God, that was bad.
That was bad. You live there, too. You should have been
I know. I'm
that.
from there, dude.
Give me a glass of water.
Give me a glass of water. Park the car. Sean. That's what my Rhode Island relatives
give me some
call
water.
me. Sean. Give me some water.
Oh, give me my sweater.
Yeah.
Give me my sweater.
Good job.
I'm chilly.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks.
But yeah, it's so sad.
We got to do an accent. Just kidding.
Yeah, we did accents.
Stupid.
That it's just so good, and it's so spooky, and it's like almost no like violence, no gore, like
just weird face stuff.
Yeah,
like
it's just
blisters.
like yes, exactly.
The blister face stuff is hard, and some blood,
Totally.
a little blood when she cracks the lady's fucking face with the spoon.
God, it kind of reminds me. Now that we're talking about it, it kind of reminds me of Black Sunday, that Italian movie from 1960, because she gets killed in an Iron Maiden, and so she has like puncture holes in her face. So it's just another like mask disfigurement. Masks are weird, and in a lot of horror movies, like outside of slashers.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like one of my favorite Japanese horror movies. It had to be one of the ones we talked about tonight. It's just the best.
He was a chef on the rise. This here is called Palming Hamilton Flambe Risotto Pops with a side of bananas noodles. He was pushing himself to be the best. I have to be the best! But one fateful night would ruin everything.
Sweetheart, why don't you get a haircut before work? You were looking a little shaggy.
In no time, babe. I've got a big-time food critic coming tonight. Here you go, sir. Compliments of the head chef.
Oh, dear God! There's a hair in my mouth! I will ruin this chef!
Haunted by his sloppy hygiene and failed restaurant, the chef did the unthinkable. OMG! He hung himself in the walk-in cooler! Years later, when a new young chef buys the old restaurant to make it her own, the vengeful ghost of the hairy chef has other plans. From the makers of Blood Voyage and Tarantula Tornado, this summer's gag-inducing supernatural horror thriller, I Have a Hair in My Mouth. Is there any phrase more gross? Are you hungry for terror? Brace yourself for a haunting experience like no other, as a malevolent spirit unleashes a culinary nightmare on his unsuspecting victims. In this hair-raising tale, a ghost with a twisted sense of humor takes possession of a kitchen, lurking in the shadows and infesting every meal with hair.
Join us if you dare as this spectral chef plays with your senses and serves up a feast of fear. From spaghetti with a side of strands to burgers with a ghastly garnish, no dish is safe from the ghost's diabolical touch. Oh, Jesus, it just doesn't stop. Whose hair is this? The girl from the garage?
Oh, God, it's my nightmare. I just felt it come from the back of my throat as I pulled it out.
Oh, stop! Don't tell me! Don't tell me!
What's wrong with this place?
So no chance!
This hair has frosted tips.
No, not boy band hair!
Is this pubic hair?
What's happening to my restaurant? What's happening?
Even when she shaved herself and the whole staff bald.
I don't think this is legal, to be honest.
Prepare for a roller coaster of thrills and chills as you watch the tension rise with every bite. Will anyone survive the hair-raising terror of I have a hair in my mouth? Grab your tickets now and join us for a feast of fear that will leave you checking your plate twice. Coming soon to theaters near you. Bon appetit. If you dare.
Do you dare?
So no chair!
I was eating nuts. I ate a nut. It was in my butt. I ate a nut right out of my butt. I ate a nut right out of my butt. I ate a nut right out of my butt. I ate a nut right out of my butt.
Okay, I forgot I was drinking a edible drink tonight, and then I left some of it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's an edible drink.
I didn't know why. I was like, I don't feel as high as I did last time, and I was like, you didn't finish it, dummy!
Yeah. Yeah, dum-dum.
Myself.
So what you gonna talk about?
I think I'll still start chronologically.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, it seems like a good place to start. Seems like it started a thing. So,
Is that ring?
The Ring, or Ringu. 1998, Hideo Nakata.
Hideo.
Nakata.
I'm pretty sure it's Hideo
Nakata.
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 Hideo Nakata.
He, I think, influenced a lot of films coming after Ringu.
Oh, fuck.
And so we got 1998. Essentially, it opens with definite Lynch vibes. It's like a black ocean and some weird ass music.
Oh, the sound design in this
So
is
good.
amazing too. Like in the videotape itself too. Like
Everything,
those sounds are just so good.
It's so
really
good.
great.
And I remember
love
not
it.
having seen anything quite like this when I saw this movie. I was like, I mean, I'd seen things sort of like it, right? But like, you were like, this, it just brought so many new aesthetics because, like, well, we'll get into it. One of the first things I think it started a genre of, and I'm not saying this wasn't done before. I'm saying this launched some shit. It launched J-horror into the spotlight, first of all, for Americans, because obviously this was
Absolutely
remade with like Naomi Watts and all that. And everything I'm talking about was remade into an American version. So, you know, that's part of why I'm covering them. But also because these were all done as remakes for a reason, because they were awesome.
Dude, like every fucking J-horror movie from like 1995 to 2005 was remade into an American movie. And they all are not as good.
Exactly. So this started the whole Curse That Follows You films. Like, I don't really remember that having a thing, like, such a presence before. The ominous phone call I love so much. and the oppressive feelings you get through it a lot, which is like so much of Japanese horror and just a lot of, like you said, the literature, like a lot of Murakami stuff, which is mostly what I've read for Japanese fiction, has a lot about oppression. There's a lot of feelings of like suffocating and from your isolation and all that kind of weird shit. And you find that in this. And then there's like the iconic visuals, right? Like the girl crawling out of the television, which we all know. It's like there's so many things that have been copied and parodied. Like we all know it, even if you haven't seen it. And her crawling out of the TV happens like right at the end for like a second. You know, it barely is part of the movie at all.
But like the Japanese really fucking blew the lid off haunted technology. Like the videotape itself and the TV, you know. Like I know we have Poltergeist, but it's not the same.
Well, that's one thing I was going to bring up. Yeah, we had Poltergeist, but you didn't see a whole bunch of TV things happening so much after that. Or, you know, like it didn't really catch on the same.
Yeah. Like this made it like, oh, this is now a subject, because especially all these movies are coming out at the dawn of the internet,
right,
you know, and it just opens up this whole new like avenue of modern issues.
Like people are like, oh no,
yeah, exactly.
And a lot of this, like a lot of the films are very calm, banal, even, you know, like, and then boom, a dead girl, you know, in a closet, and you're like, what the fuck, you know.
That's such a good jump scare.
So good.
The girl dead in the closet.
So good.
My God, dude, evil was crank calling just like we used to. Evil's a crank caller. It's like, hello.
Is there any shit in your asshole?
Yeah. Did you just poop?
Did you poop? I can smell it.
Did you just shit?
We should make a horror movie about us as children and just drive people mad.
All right.
Like what was that other movie about the kids? What was that movie? That French film?
The
it drives people crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No,
part
I know
two.
what you're talking
Part
about.
deux.
Yeah. Is it them? Eels. Yeah, that shit is so good. Oh, I love that movie. I love that movie.
We'll do part two. Anyway,
haunted tech.
One of the things that, speaking of haunted tech, it did was that whole distorted photo means you're cursed. I didn't see that before. I didn't see that before.
That's right.
But yet 2 years later, we see it.
I can think of
Final
one place.
Destination.
I can think of one place where I saw it before this, which is The Omen.
You're right. My mom was just watching The Omen 3 today.
Yeah. Oh shit!
And then she's like, "Is she really
the final conflict?"
She's like, "Is he really gonna do that to the baby?" I'm like, "Mom, you're overestimating how much I remembered The Omen 3 from like 600 years ago." I was like, "Yeah, I've seen it. I don't remember parts of it really, you know, like what the fuck." And then she's like,
"That's like Sam Neill, right?"
She's doing it. Like I could hear from the other room, like whatever she was fearing was happening to the baby was happening to the baby. Spoiler, something bad happens to the baby Omen. I did forget that. Safe. I did forget that. But again, we didn't see it getting ripped off. Like again, 2 years later, Final Destination.
Yeah.
Or even before then, like even some of the films that I talk about deal with, they have like weird photo stuff happening, like in The Grudge and whatever. Totally. So absolutely. That was the first time. And again, I'm talking about me. I'm not the know-it-all, but this was the first time I saw these things really coming out. I was like, I remember it affecting me, being like, oh, that's so creepy, you know, like the pictures are fucked. That's just scary. And again, it's like, scary. It's not such a big deal, right? You're not being harmed, but the fact that no one can take a photo of you like you're a fucking vampire, like that's unnerving, you know, like I don't want to live like that.
I just look distorted in every photo that's taken of me, but that's just because I'm ugly.
I can tell people I'm cursed.
I'm just not photogenic, but it looks like I'm cursed.
I'm just going to be like, every time someone takes my picture and just tell them it's a curse, and be like, just stop trying.
I'm like, like in every photo.
You and me both. So yeah, and like, there's no killer, no threats. There's no chase. It's just this curse.
But there is an evil little girl.
Yeah, but there's this evil girl. Little girl.
She's bad.
She's so bad.
Sadako.
Sadako is this little girl who was the offspring of a psychic woman who was experimented on by this psycho doctor. And they were trying to show off, to the world that psychic abilities existed. And then everyone started freaking out and being like, you're a fraud. What the fuck? Bullshit. And then the little girl fucking killed somebody. She fucking, speaking of the Omen, the little girl killed somebody.
She's nasty.
She strangled him like Darth Vader from far away with her mind.
Oh, I wish I could do that. Don't you wish you could do that? Just...
Well, yeah, totally.
Like, just with holding my hand like this, yeah.
So does my long-distance lovers.
Psychically. I would do it like, like I would do it like from across the street, and no one would know it was me, but I would get the satisfaction.
Oh, yeah. It'd be so fun.
Yeah.
But they did not think it was good times or
ham.
fun. They said, she's a monster. And they called her a monster. And then the doctor took her away. Took off with her. And then we find out he threw her in a well. He thinks he kills her, but throws her in a well.
Another scary thing.
Another
scary thing is like being covered up in a well.
There's so many stories about wells that are so scary to me and so fucking weird.
It's so scary. Yes. And a thing this has in common with Onibaba, because the hole is like the well in this.
Absolutely.
Big holes. People are afraid of holes.
I don't like it at all. I don't like a big hole. I don't like to go in caves. I don't want to go spelunking unless that's just a euphemism for pussy eating or explorating someone's vulva area.
I'm going to explorate your vulva.
May I splunk your delicious vagina? I don't know. That's the worst pickup line I've ever heard in my life.
It sounds like a gross...
I'm not going to say that.
It sounds like splunk.
Splunk.
Like, I just splunked in her cooch.
Actually, now it's hot again. I don't know. I like when you say it.
I'm going to splunk on your
Do you think
face.
that would work if I went to the gay bar? Because I am looking for a girlfriend. And I was like, I want to spelunk ya. And she'd be like, get the fuck away from me. And I wore goggles to the club.
If you were a gay man and you said that, it would definitely work.
If I was a gay man,
I
wouldn't be having such a fucking hard time in life.
Yeah.
I would be getting dick. I could be a bear. I could be fat. I could be hairy. It'd be so wonderful. But right now, being fat and hairy means nobody wants me. Not the gays, not the straights. Nobody wants me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just not trying. I'm literally in my house saying this, like not even trying. It's ridiculous. I act like such a fucking sad sap, and then it's like, oh, well, are you on Tinder? No. Are you on anything? No. Do you leave your house? Not really. Where are you going to meet someone? Magically?
Yeah.
As a ghost. They're going to be...
At the coffee shop.
I don't know why all these lonely ghosts just don't come be my friend. There's no coffee shop near me. That's the problem.
Well, the Starbucks where we went and got coffee.
Oh, I boycott them now.
That's kind of close. Oh, you do? Because that creepy little elf man?
Oh, my God. No. Because of things that got me banned from TikTok. Like, I don't support genocide, right? So they're like, I'm like boycotting all that stuff that the hippies are boycotting because of bad times in the world. So anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's get back to this. Sorry, I'm not looking for dick as much. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's all yours.
Thank you.
Now. It's all yours. I'm taking a little
I'm on my celibate year. I'm not doing nothings.
Then we're both off dick now. We're both off dick.
It's the year of no dick.
How convenient for me that nobody wants to put it in me, but yeah I'm celibate too.
I just hit the thing. Okay, so she gets put in a well, and it's super scary, and they cover it up, and that's one of the...
Wells are so
you
scary.
Realize when you find that out that what some of the imagery is from the tape, because like part of it is like the cover, like being...
It's him looking over the...
Yeah.
Oh, that's so horrible, too. The very first image you see is actually the doctor looking down at Sadako.
Sadako.
And Sadako. I kept calling her Sado in my notes because, it's short and it's the little character. It just says Sado or whatever. Anyway, note taking. But you see the doctor looking over the lip of the fucking ring at her. of the ring of the well at her, and it's like that's fucking
and
horrifying.
the ring is like the lights like around the edge of the cover. That's what the ring is. She doesn't get married. Okay.
Double entendre.
She does not get married. No one puts a ring on her finger.
You get a ding-a-ling when you're gonna die. The ring of the phone.
Oh.
Right? I thought it was named for both. The ring of the well.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
I thought
yes.
it was funny.
Well done.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. It means two things.
So you see her, you also see a man with a hood pointing. You see
like a fly lands.
It's so beautiful. It's like a wonderful art film done.
There's
by
like a lady looking in a mirror.
You see a lady in a mirror. Yeah. You see a lady in the mirror after the well, and then the mirror shifts for just a second where you see a child, which you learn is the psychic child, like getting her mom's attention later, which I think is so really fucking cool. And it's just as fucking creepy. Like, so much of these films is like, why is it creep you out that your daughter's just fucking around with your mirror? Because she's a psychic little weirdo and she's trying to get your attention. You better pay attention to her because she can do whatever she wants. I don't know. It's so creepy. Then the man with the hood pointing. Oh, people being dragged up a hill, or sort of, or like.
There's a horse too, right? Isn't there a horse? Or am I?
Didn't see the horse.
You watched it sooner than
that's later or something.
In the American sequel, there's a horse scene, but
there's a bunch. Oh
no! In the remake, there's a horse, and it like falls off a ferry. Remember? Yeah.
Right, and all that. Yeah, and I was like, I thought that was the Japanese.
Oh, so the horse isn't
original.
in the Japanese one. Okay.
I was waiting for the horse. I didn't see it. It was a man with the hood, and then the eye where it has the character that says Sada in it, and then the well again, and then a guy going frolic and brine, goblins
decline.
Be thine or something, or some shit like that. Talking about like the goblins like eating you up if you fuck with the ocean, which I think is so scary. Cool. So anyway, that's what they see. But essentially, when you see this videotape of this imagery, you get a phone call, and that phone call tells you have 1 week until you're dead. And at first, people think it's just sort of a whatever. What do you call that? Urban legend. Right, yeah. And they're like, I don't know. And then you see like kids watch it.
And they die.
And
they just like show up dead, all like fucked up looking.
Yeah. Scared. Yeah. Essentially, they keep saying like, oh, this is the rage of the ghost of the little girl. Like, this is all the rage. So they go and you're like, oh, it's one of those classic fucking ghost stories. They got to go find her body and she'll be put to peace. And you're like, oh, good. So they go and these main characters go and they find the body. I'm like really no,
it's good.
This movie, obviously.
I bet a lot of people have seen it.
Broad strokes.
Yeah,
a lot of you have seen it, but I love that when they find her body finally. It's disgusting. It's one of the grossest things. They like in the well. They find her skull has green shit oozing out of her eye sockets. It's nasty. But they bring her up and they bring her to justice, and it doesn't help anything at all. Yeah. It doesn't help shit. Like now they're just like freed her, essentially, right? She's still mad. Yeah. She's still mad. Now it's even worse. And they're all like, oh no, we didn't do fucking anything. So what it turns out is that you have to make a copy of the film and show it to somebody else so that you can and I love this because she's like, no, I want my story told or whatever. It's almost like this, like, no, this isn't gonna end. You motherfuckers better just keep doing this or die. And there's a little boy involved, there's a journalist and all this. Essentially it's like a couple who is trying to solve this this mystery because they watched the tape and their son watched the tape and na.
But doesn't she show it to the boyfriend or the kid's dad?
Yes, her husband.
Because her kid watched it, so she makes a copy and shows it to.
No, the kid watched his last. He watched it by mistake because the ghost came and told him. Yeah. Remember the ghost of the girl who died from watching it? And then, so the other part of this is the little boy and the father can see ghosts and talk to dead people. Just because of course they can. And so a ghost comes back and tells the little boy to watch the film, which is so fucked up.
Yeah, that's so scary. I love it. And then he watches it.
And so she walks in on her son watching it, and she's like, no. And so she realizes that just in time. And since she was the one who made the copy and showed it to her ex-husband, she was safe. And then she realizes this because she's a smarty McSmarty pants. And she essentially, like, I think kills her dad,
Is it her
right?
dad?
Like, because, well, she takes it, she's like, we're going to go see your grandpa, and makes the tape and shows it to him. And he's like, we're going to save him, right? We're going to save him, right? And, but
What
it
a
implies that
downer
he
ending.
dies. It's not even over at that point. It's not even fucking over, bro. You're like, okay, that's horrible. And then, but the other weird thing is you find out, that I want to point out, is that when they do the autopsy on the body they find, it's only been dead for 2 years. So that girl lived in the well for 30 years.
I remember that. That's so
fucking gross, and I hate that, and no, I love it at the same time. But then, no, the end.
Like eating rats and stuff in the well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ugh. I feel like I would just drown myself.
You would think, but she has a strong will to live. The anger keeps her alive. The revenge.
Rage.
Oh my gosh. So what I did was I actually watched the second one too, because it doesn't really end. You know what I mean? Like, it actually just keeps going to the next one, which is almost better.
No, I love the second one. Yeah. It's a direct sequel. I like it better too. I think it's so good. And it like expands the world of the story a lot, and a lot of characters from the first one show up. Well, Sadako comes out of the TV and kills the husband, or they're not married, but her baby daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's, I think, like very close to the end of the film when that happens.
And then she figures out what's the difference. And then and then I think it just ends with him like, we're gonna save him, right? And then they're driving off. But it picks up that, essentially like the next day, and there's like, oh shit's still happening. And then the little boy is talking to another psychic girl that the dad was fucking. So the dad like essentially was divorced, or not fucking, but they seemed to be buddies. It was like a student or something.
Yeah, I think it was someone who worked at his paper.
But she was obviously in love with him.
Yes.
And they were both psychic and could see dead people.
So we're in the sequel now.
Now we're in the sequel.
Okay.
So it was just like, oh my God. I had to watch it because I was like, it just followed. Because I kept remembering there was more to the story. And it's like, oh, it's because I watched the sequel, right?
And like the girl whose friend dies at the beginning of the first Ring comes back in Ring 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then sees the little boy.
Yeah, there's a lot of plot in the sequel.
But anyway, it's pretty great, and it gave us like so many things that, like I said, we saw, like the following, It Follows, and like Final Destination, like I said, is The Ring. It's essentially the same.
So did you see the 2002 American remake of The Ring first, or did you see Ringu first?
No, I saw Ringu first.
You're so lucky. I saw the American remake first.
I was on some trip because I live next to and I still do live next to two of the best places to buy used films, which is Rasputin's and Amoeba Music. And so I just found so much stuff there, and I think we just bought it because it sounded cool, and we watched that. And then I found out there was a Naomi Watts version, and watched that. Was like, holy shit, how exciting. But yeah, I'm glad I saw this one
wish
first.
I had.
Same with The Grudge. I saw that first.
Same.
As well. And actually, all of these I saw as Japanese films.
I saw Pulse as a Japanese movie first, but the other two I saw the American ones first. Because I came to Japanese horror late. I didn't start watching all these until probably the late 2000s is when I really started crushing Japanese. Like Onibaba and Pulse and all those movies I watched like when I was already in my 30s. So I wish I'd seen the original Ringu first. Maybe that's one of the reasons I like the sequel better is, I'd never... it was just like fresh.
When I first saw that like Naomi Watts did The Ring, I was kind of surprised, I was like, oh, it's not her normal jam. But then rewatching Ringu, I was like, did she get the script for this? And then watch the original, and she's like, this is some David Lynch shit. And then we made it, and she's like, what the fuck? You know, like, I was like, oh my God, I bet she was kind of like disappointed, you know? But I mean, I don't actually hate that movie that way. It's fine, but it's nothing compared to this. It's nothing compared to this movie.
It's fine.
And I do like that this also was based on a real story, quote unquote, from the 16th century at the Himeji Castle, Himeji, Himeji. I don't know.
Okay.
Himeji? I don't know.
Himeji? I don't know.
Himeji Castle.
I'm calling it Himeji.
Japan's largest castle. A samurai fell for a gal who was forced to serve him, and then she refused him, so he tried to trick her, but then she threw herself down a well instead of marrying him, and so, like, she kept coming back to, like, essentially he, like, tricked her with these weird plates that she was supposed to take care of. So she comes back and, like, counts the plates or breaks the plates every night, and, like, will chase people around and all this stuff. So it was sort of based on that. And then this guy wrote this novel. Koji Suzuki wrote a novel, and then they made it into a film. Anyway, it's just I like how so many of these are based still in, like, the 15th, 16th century. It's, like, so interesting to me. Anyway, so that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many classic Japanese
That's my
ghost stories
report
and
on
shit.
The Ring.
Sorry.
Thank you. I really love it.
Well done.
It's
so
too.
Good. I love it.
I do too.
It's
held
amazing.
Up. All these films held up. I like them very much.
Yeah. And if you're listening to this and you haven't watched Ringu 2, but you have watched Ringu,
it's really
you should
good. I mean, it
definitely
really
watch
just
the
picks
sequel.
up
It's
right there,
great.
and it gives you so much more information about stuff. It goes real deep, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend. Also found out that there are, like, so many Ring movies, like Spiral and Ring Zero, which I tried to watch, but I fell asleep. But, like, anyway, there's a lot I didn't even know about. Oopsie poopsie.
Do you hate people? Do you make enemies everywhere you go and believe they should get what's coming to them? Well, we here at curses.com agree. Contact us now, and we'll pair you with one of our licensed cursologists to determine the best type of supernatural revenge that fits your situation.
Help! My parents keep asking me when I'm gonna give them grandchildren.
Good news. We can curse them both with late-in-life demonic pregnancies.
Curses.com, I need you. My boss keeps taking credit for my work.
Wouldn't it be nice if every time they step outside, lightning strikes them?
Sounds great!
Someone cut me off of traffic and I'm mad.
No worries. We can make sure Satan's waiting at home for them when they get there. Curses.com. We're pretty evil. Other curses we offer include
Babylonian babbling,
Malevolent invisibility,
spontaneous head spinning, and farting,
theoretical thong disorder,
compulsive vomiting,
near-death experiences where their ancestors appear to tell them how disappointed they are,
Troublemaking doppelgangers. Obscene acne formations.
my boyfriend cheated on me and I don't know what to do.
Let's give him a case of persistent
a
syphilis.
slow-walking pedestrian made me late for an important meeting.
How about we turn their feet into snakes? Curses.com. Contact us now, and for a limited time, we'll throw in a free case of ants under their skin. Curses.com. We make people suffer.
Thanks, Curses.com.
My feet are snakes!
So you've never seen Goke, Body Snatcher from Hell?
No, I have not.
So I looked it up.
And I did not have time to watch it since you told me.
Literally
3 hours ago.
3 hours ago, I know. I was gonna. Did you watch Horrors of Malformed Men?
No,
Because I
didn't trust you.
I basically spent the day watching Matango, Goke, and Horrors of Malformed Men because I couldn't decide which one. I think about those 3 movies as almost like an unofficial trilogy. They're a trilogy in no way other than in my own mind, but they're
Right.
all like Technicolor, late 60s, like super weird like Japanese, and and they're like straight up B movies, you know, because like Onibaba is like a classy fucking movie.
Yeah,
you know,
it's really well done.
Yeah, it's not a B movie. These are like all three of them B movies, you know.
Yeah.
And so they, you know, working with low budgets. They're all super technicolory. Anyway, Goke. Dude, it's so good. I love it. You might get a little bored with it. I'm not sure. But I think you would definitely at least like the first like 10 or 15 minutes. Because it's like basically about space vampires.
Nice.
You know, it's about a UFO that like passes over like a jet.
Yeah.
So it takes place, like it starts off like mid-air flight, like going from one place to another in Japan. And there's like all these characters on board, and there's like the UFO is what makes the plane crash, but there's like a hijacker who's like in the middle of hijacking the plane when the UFO
I love that.
zips by. It's great. And the UFO is super psychedelic looking. It's like, it looks like the top of a jelly.
You had me with UFO. You had me at UFO.
Yeah. And it like looks like the top of a jellyfish without the tentacles, but it's like glowing, like in a really psychedelic, irradiated way. There's a lot of like post Hiroshima shit. It's basically an anti-war movie, but then they crash land and the hijacker like runs off. They're like crash landed in some like desert landscape or like rocky, barren landscape, and the hijacker goes running off, and he like finds the UFO, and he like gets hypnotized by it and like walks into the UFO, and it's like the fucking set decoration for the inside of the UFO is so fun. It's like very mod 1960s like psychedelic shit. Cool. And his forehead splits open like vertically so it looks like a vagina basically. And then like a alien organism that's kind of like the Blob like crawls inside his head and takes him over and turns him into a space vampire. It's really dope. And then he like of course goes back to the plane, and it's basically like Night of the Living Dead, like because it's there's like 9 people who survive and they're all fighting. There's like a politician and an arms manufacturer and a white woman who's like a war widow because her husband just died in Vietnam and blah, 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 blah. But basically it's just them all fighting with each other and being awful to each other, and the space vampire like picking them off one by one. And they're
nice. How does he pick them off?
Sucking their blood.
He sucks their blood?
And
from their neck?
Yeah, from their neck. And the director does this really cool thing where like once they are having their blood drained out of them, like he like casts this blue filter over them so that they look like dead. And it's really cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, because like most of the movie is like in like reds and yellows. It's really beautiful to look at, and it's just fucking dope, and I love it. And I don't want to say too much about it because you might watch it one day. But
I'll totally watch it.
Yeah,
sure.
and it all I'll say is super downer ending, very apocalyptic.
Oh, that's like every single fucking movie.
I know, they're all downers.
It's like there is no happy endings.
Not at all.
I don't know if I've ever seen a happy ending in a Japanese horror movie.
But like there's this woman who gets taken into the alien spacecraft also, and then later the next morning like appears on the ridge over the plane, and everyone's looking up at her and they're like, oh my god, and like the aliens are speaking through her, and they're like, we are the Goke Makaduke, and we have come, and basically they're like, you guys are assholes to each other, and like all you do is create war and kill each other and have bombs, so like we decided like fuck you, and we're gonna eradicate your planet because you're assholes.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
It's really good, and it's a good representative of like that late 60s, early 70s B-movie Japanese aesthetic, which is something I don't associate with Japan outside of Godzilla movies, personally, as a Westerner. And then like these horror movies are so B in the most delightful way. And you know the soundtrack is all theremin and fucking like it's just fucking fun, you know. It's great. I love it. And so space vampires, get on board.
Hell yeah. I was just thinking, I wrote down How Do Vampires Get Bored again because there's so many movies. When I started looking at all the ones we wanted to look at, I was like, how would I ever get bored? There's so many movies to watch. These people and their boredness in life.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're going to talk about Ju-on the Grudge next.
Actually, I think Pulse came out.
Oh, did
next.
it? Oh, you're right, 2001. Yeah. Oh my God, Pulse. Fucking right? Jesus.
Yes, so Pulse actually came up next. I think it was remade sooner than Pulse. Pulse, I think, was remade in 2006.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
In America. So it took people longer to pick up on Kiyoshi Kurosawa. But I don't know why, because this movie is so good. And I almost watched Curse, which is also the same director, but I didn't get around to it. But honestly, independently of like this whole discussion, I was about to watch it the other night and was like, oh, I don't know. Same director. It just sounded really good. So anyway, this film starts off very Hitchcockian and almost to me has a Hitchcock feel to it the whole time, which I love. Especially like the bus rides and stuff when they're all alone in the bus rides and like I don't know, there's a lot of scenes where I'm just like, oh, so great. But there's a girl on a boat at the beginning. And the strings in the score, again, like so Hitchcock. Like it sounds almost like Psycho or something. Or The Birds like score. It's so good. And she's just like, she's alone on the boat. Something weird's happening. And then they cut just to like, there's like a flashback, right? So you're like, okay, so something bad's going to happen the whole time. This woman ends up alone. But she survives at least, right? So I think that's interesting. Like they wanted you to know that like, she's alive, whatever, which I thought is interesting. And then it goes to this young man, and I did not remember anyone's name in this.
There are a lot of characters.
But there's so many characters. But there's this young man who goes on to Uranus internet server, which I thought was so funny. And he's like, oh, I'll try out the internet for some funsies. And then it's like terrifying to him because essentially he gets like dialed up by the internet, which can't happen. But I love that it's like, this is so early internet. It takes him like a full 5 minutes to get on the internet with a disc and everything. And I just, it's like, if nothing else, watch this film as a document of the history of the internet and how easy we have it these days.
And the dial-up scenes are like,
so 6 hours later.
It's like a way to build suspense, which is cool. Yeah. All that.
It's like that noise terrifies me because it means that I am not in the modern world anymore. And I've traveled to a time before where there's AOL and shit. So he's like, wow, and then like this weird fucking shit. It's like some dark web shit that we would call it now, right? It's like some like, do you want to see a ghost? And it's like he pulls all the plugs out of his wall, which is really dramatic. He could have just, I don't know.
He gets really scared. But he just like
goes nuts. He gets really scared. He's really cute. And then I took such weird notes. I was like, I'll remember what happens.
Good luck with this one.
Essentially what starts to happen is this one guy doesn't show up for work for a while. And there's these two women.
And they all work at like, what is it, like an internet company? I forget what kind of company it is. But it's all co-workers.
There's these four co-workers that work together selling plants. I'm pretty sure they're botanists.
Oh, that's right. There's a lot of plants.
And they're like botanists or
there's a lot of plants.
Nursery. They like at one point the boss is like, move these orchids to the greenhouse. So whatever that job would entail. But a data disk, I'm not sure. They're scientists probably. So
they're getting pulled away from the natural world,
right?
The horrors of technology,
exactly. And so they need this disc for their data, for their whatever, their job. And there's two women and a man, and they're all friends. And they're like, well, we better check on him. This dude hasn't been answering his phone. He hasn't been coming to work. And so finally, one of the girls goes to check on him, and he's there at his house, but like being all creepy and being in the shadows. And then he's like, yeah, the disc is like on my desk. Go grab it yourself. And as she's grabbing the disc, he fucking hangs himself in the other room quietly. Yeah. So then she finds him and she's like, what the fuck? And like, thus begins Pulse. Ooh. The movie about a bunch of goths that get so depressed they turn into stains on the wall and get Thanos out of existence. It's fucking the saddest thing ever. Like this movie.
And it's super post Hiroshima too, because it's like, so many reports of like just, outlines of people who got fucking vaporized in the bomb.
And that's what they look like. They have these stains essentially on the wall, which again is on my list.
Like they got vaporized.
Exactly. And they're but that's also where their ghosts come from. And you can see their ghosts come out of these stains, which I fucking love.
It's so
and I was going to say stains and planes. So everything I'm going to talk about influence things after it. Stains and planes. After this movie, you would see these weird stains now occur in these horror movies, like things that would just be discolored on the walls, certainly turning into shit. Probably like The Nun. I'm pretty sure I saw it in The Conjuring and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Definitely some Ty West stuff. But like, also the planes. I remember this was the first time I saw an apocalyptic scene where a plane just fell out of the sky because what the inference would be that the pilot and everyone's dead on the plane.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. And that was iconic. And that has been copied a million times since. Because, of course, the planes would be... There's hundreds and thousands of planes in the sky right now as we speak. Of course, they'd fall out of the sky. Yeah. So that was the first time that ever happened was in Pulse. I don't care what anyone says. I never saw that before.
And she's like... And it's scary because she's just like in the street. She's just in the street, and all of a sudden it's like
a huge, like military planes on fire.
Yeah,
it's not even like a commercial flight. It's like a fucking plane that's not supposed to break down in the apocalypse.
Creepy.
And again, I'm not saying that there weren't war movies and stuff this didn't happen. I'm saying in an apocalyptic, every day you're walking down the street and this happens. This is the first time
what could be fucking more surreal and terrifying than to see a plane fall out of the sky?
Not much.
How fucking horrifying.
Not much.
Yeah, it's so scary.
Or to see, and to see like multiple, like, or just to even know, because it's one thing to be like, oh no, something bad just happened, but if you were already in a ghost town because everyone's dying and that happened, you'd know what that meant. It's like you'd be like, oh, I can't fly out of Tokyo. Yeah. There's no one to fly me out of Tokyo even, right? Yeah. It's like you're just one more way of being isolated. And imagine just being stuck in Tokyo anyway in the world events, right? You're already so isolated on this island, and it's like, what if you are the only person left in Japan? Like, you can't even get to another country that easy if you can't get in a plane. Like, it's just so much dread, so depressing, so fucking scary. This movie's so good. It starts off as like, oh, suicide is interesting, and oh, what about ghosts, and oh, it's all philosophical and what ifs, and then it turns into a absolute pure apocalyptic nightmare movie. It's like so fucking good.
It takes some turns.
It really does, and it does it so seamlessly that it's like you're like, wait, everyone's dying. It's just exactly how it happened, where all the characters just drop away, and you're like, that's how this would happen.
It makes the city so lonely. Like, you think, like, how can people
Pandemic
be lonely?
Vibes.
They're surrounded by people. Yeah, but it's like you're so alone and isolated and alienated, and your only outlet is through technology to like try and connect with people, and like that's like very post internet shit.
Exactly. And it was like this fear of what the internet was going to do, and like how people aren't really connected. I think even there's a woman who's like a computer scientist, and she's like, oh, people aren't really connected, And this guy's trying to connect with her the whole time, and she just like actually won't, and she becomes susceptible. So what happens is essentially the dead are lonely. The dead are filling up the other world, right? Essentially. And they are encouraging the living to join them, I guess.
Yeah.
Is kind of the only way. It's really such a fucking odd and wonderful film. Like,
yeah, it's like the internet is a portal.
Oh, absolutely.
Worlds.
This whole thing is about portals. Like, so essentially what happens, yes, the internet becomes a portal for ghosts and the dead. But if you look, the Forbidden Room itself is a portal, and it's so scary with the red tape, and like you find out, like you think it means something, but it's like any tape will do is actually what you find out. This guy just wants to tape off these things, which you actually see in other films where they tape off doors where spirits are like trying to seal the door. But like sorry. Kurosawa himself said that his films are concerned with outside the frame shit, like what's going on outside the frame. Ghosts are a part of a wider world we fail to perceive in our own daily lives. So he was like, computers are just another portal between the living and the dead, like the doors, like a window. He's like, because actually, if you watch this film, they come through windows, they come through doorways. Like, it isn't just the internet. And I like that because he was just like, no, it's just another portal that these undead or these dead people would come through and say like, oh, come with me. Because essentially they're just like, come on. Like, they literally like make you so depressed and empty that you want to kill yourself. Or just disappear. And like people don't even necessarily kill themselves. Like some people do. They throw themselves off a fucking tower, which is really sad. And shocking. But also there's a few people eventually that just literally fade into the shadows and fade and become a stain and float away Thanos style. And those are the saddest ones. Yeah. Like they just become literally so sad that they give up and they just turn into like nothing.
Full-on depression metaphor. It's so good.
It's so, and then their stains like just yell like, help me, and it's just like, what the fuck is the saddest fucking cry for help, Japan? I swear to God, like fucking come hang out in California, bro. We can be chill. We can be friends. You know, like I got hella friends here. Like what's going on? And there was an element of that where I was like, this is very Japanese to me because I'm like, I don't feel this lonely. Are you guys okay over there? Yeah. You know, I really don't. I don't really feel this lonely, man. You know, like what's going on?
I feel like if you were,
What, a botanist? Hell no. I'd be growing so much weed, everyone would be my friend.
I feel like Gen Z has like a sense of alienation that like we didn't have because of the way they've mitigated their whole lives through technology.
I was just talking about this. There's like a lot of articles actually coming about how lonely people are and how like a lot of younger people are like, what is having friends? Like they don't believe the show Friends was real. They were like, people like never had friends like that. And it's like, no, dude, people do. And it's a problem. It's a problem. So this is actually like, you know, this is 20 years before all this. So how cool, you know,
prescient,
really,
very prescient.
And also I just like that much of it is filmed at a distance, which I noticed this time around, where it's like turning the audience into like ghosts themselves, right? Like you become like these outside observers, like the ghosts are waiting and watching these people. A lot of these shots are very, very far away as opposed to always being like up in your grill or over your shoulder or like, you know, jump scares. It's more just like, what is watching these people? And it's like, you are as a ghost because you're lonely watching this fucking film. It's like, it's so fucking good, dude. It's the hunger for connection.
It's so artfully made. It's just it's elite. It's elite.
And then once you're like, oh, I'm not sure I get this. Thank God there's a goth kid in the library to explain all of it. And I love that dude. It's like, just in case you're not sure what's happening halfway through, they get the goth kid in the library to be like, chase the ghost. I'll tell you everything about ghosts. And you're like, oh, thank God I understand what's happening now. And he's like, oh, the ghosts are lonely and they're coming over here and they're spilling over. And we're like, oh, okay. Tape the doors, don't go to the bad doors. Which, of course, everyone goes to the goddamn bad doors. Because even in Japanese horror, people make stupid fucking decisions. And thank God it's international. Box. Thank God it's something we all do, right? Yeah. They just can't help them. Like, somebody loses a cap. I remember, like, to a fucking gas fucking tank thing, and I'm like, just leave the thing. It's apocalypse, you know, like cover it with something else. Like, he's like, I better go get the lid to this, and it's like, no. It's like, and that was their downfall, and he dies. It's like, the fuck's wrong with you, man? Just leave the lid in there. I know it's just a vehicle for this guy to die, but come on, it's the apocalypse.
So does it end with them on a boat?
Yeah, so
do they get on a boat?
So what ends up happening is everyone dies that they know. Bummer ending. Yeah, so the kid, there's two people left. There's the girl that gave a shit about her friends who was a botanist, and then the kid who was friends with this like computer scientist who was the guy in the first part putting Uranus.com online and all that. And he's real like, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to live forever kind of kid. So that's why he's living. And so they meet up and they're like, let's just go. Let's get the fuck out of here and get on a boat. And then the kid sees a ghost and he loses his will to live, but he's like, I'm fine, don't worry about me. And then they drive off, and then it cuts to her being on a boat, and there's a captain, and he's like, what's up, you all right? Be strong. And she's like, yeah. And then he's like, we're going to South America and shit. See if there's more people there. And she's like, all right. And then she goes back to her cabin, and she's like, I'm finally happy here with my last friend on Earth or whatever. And it shows the stain on her wall in the cabins, like that turns into the kid, like with the light changing. And so it's like the stain, the kid, the stain, the kid. And she's like, I'm finally happy here with my last friend. And that's it. That's how it ends. It's fucking sad.
Such a downer, It's so sad.
And you know that
it's
she's
so
gonna
melancholy.
Yeah, and you know that she's gonna fucking die too, because she's like sitting there with, she's seeing it.
Yeah.
Now, she's living in a forbidden zone, and I love the whole idea of the forbidden zone, the forbidden room. It's like, don't go into that fucking room, man.
Yeah.
You'll lose your mind, and it's like,
I honestly don't know if I've seen a better haunted internet movie since this one.
No, and
this
it
one
started
came out in 2001.
When it was, so. And there's so many great shots of like very strange, scary ghosts, suicides and killings, and people just
because people are killing themselves online, right?
Yeah.
And like putting videos of them killing themselves online.
With help, like scrolling out in the background. Shit. It's so dark. It's so dark, but like, again, it's nothing that gory. It's like nothing gory happens really. Like there's a couple like gross deaths or whatever. Like someone like throws themselves off a building or whatever. But it's just like,
dude, if this had been around when we were teenagers, we would have been all over this movie's jock.
Oh my God. Yes.
Like we would have watched it so many times.
300,000 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
so
great.
Good.
It's really one of my favorites.
I am with you. 100%, 1,000%.
Maybe ever. It's like, whenever people ask me about some of my favorite horror movies, it's like Pulse is like usually up there with all. Like, does it not just like for Japanese films? Like, no, just for films that are scary. Like this one stayed with me. This idea that you could just get so sad, you could just fucking let the dead take you and disappear, and the whole Thanos thing where everyone turns into little ashes. It's like, that's so fucking sad. There's this one scene where a girl like runs into a room to get the keys to the boat, and everyone's just ashes and corpses everywhere, and you're like, what? And it was all stains and ashes, and you're like, what the fuck, man? Like,
the stains
God,
are so creepy.
I love that movie. Anyway, so
fuck yeah.
Take on Pulse. Nakata.
If you wonder about dark matter, missing links, and wild lives of scientists, space updates, and cutting-edge technological breakthroughs, then this is a podcast you've been looking for.
Join hosts Micaela Superstar and Electric
And Gerbil.
Shut up, Gerbil!
for a drink and a savvy science conversation that gives you fuel for your nerdiest discourse and jokes you can't wait to rip off.
Check out our website at thebluntletters.com, our new home on the interwebs for all things blunt letters.
Follow us and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, including Apple Podcasts.
Fancy. The Blunt Letters Podcast, subversively nerdy.
All right, my last one. Have you seen this movie, Battle Royale? Have you seen it?
I saw the beginning of it.
Oh, okay, you didn't like it?
Yeah, I've been waiting. Yeah, I did not finish that movie. I had the same problem with the movie, that I had with the one that ripped it off, which was The Hunger Games. I was fine until kids started killing each other. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I can watch like an adult kill a kid or a kid kill an adult.
Uh-huh.
But when kids,
kill
this
is
kids,
interesting.
I was like, I don't know about that, and I think I must have shut it off.
So you turned it off not because you were bored, but because you were like disturbed and put off by it.
There's certain things that I don't like to see, and they involve children. And there's two things I don't want to see kids do: kill each other, and make out with each other.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That movie's not for me. There was like some Harry Potter, because everyone kept trying to make me watch Harry Potter. I think I got to number 5, and then I literally said like, "What the fuck is going on?" And like I just couldn't even pay attention. It was just so, and whatever. Sorry, Harry Potter fans, don't like it. Or I'm too fucking old or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
I hate that shit too.
But it really got me when the kids started making out in Harry Potter. I was like, please shut this off. You know, I was like, I don't want to see 12-year-olds tongue kissing, you know, yuck. And that's how I know I'm not a creep. I was just like, yucky, yucky, yucky. And so it had the same feeling when I started to see them kill each other. Isn't that weird? Sorry.
Yeah.
It was too much for me. Maybe I could do it now, but when I saw it, I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Both times, movies and everything. I was like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care how many wigs Woody Harrelson puts on. I'm not watching this movie. But anyway, no. But I bet it's great. Yeah. Tell me all about it so I don't have to watch it.
It is a
classic.
Okay, this is what. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to reconstruct the entire plot because there's literally like 30 characters. Right. But the premise is very simple. It's just like a kind of like paramilitary group like strands these kids on an island, this like group of school friends, and is like, if there is one of you left standing like in the morning, then that person can live. And if there are more than one person standing, then we will kill anyone who's left. So like, and like, you know, it's just one of those, it's just Lord of the Flies, essentially, right. You know, but they're in their like chic, like Japanese, like school outfits.
Exactly.
And it's just so good. I like it more every time I see it. Like, it's one of my favorites.
I should revisit it.
Yeah. I mean, if children killing children is not your jam, this is definitely not going to be.
I know it wasn't. I was like, oh boy, this is tough.
Yeah. Like, don't put yourself through it if you don't have to, you know? Yeah, but it's just like one of those things where, you know, they start breaking off into factions and, you know, there's all these girls who are all friends and you're like, oh, they're like protecting each other from like all the other kids. This is so cool. Sisters forever. And then, of course, that fucking devolves and
there can be only one.
At the end of the movie, there's only one kid left standing.
Really?
You know? Yeah. So
is it a girl?
Literally it's a girl. Every single kid, well, okay, there are some kids you hate, but like most of the kids like are very sympathetic and you like them, and it's just gut-wrenching to see them drop one by one, you know, or by twos or threes, you know. Lots of cool fight scenes, lots of different weapons being used in the battle royale. It's basically Squid Game before Squid Game, you know. And yes, Hunger Games ripped it off, though that's also ripping off, obviously, The Lottery, that Shirley Jackson story.
Although that didn't just so... It wasn't a game. It was just like, oopsie,
no,
oopsie,
but it's a lottery,
death,
like,
you know. But it wasn't like dun 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 for your entertainment. You know, it's like, what the fuck?
Yes, absolutely.
30 people fight to the death. It was like, we're gonna stone one person, full of shame. Quietly.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just the actual lottery that the Hunger Games
I'm
rips
just being
off.
silly.
It's like I'm just
being silly. Like, it's like at least Shirley Jackson had some fucking, you know, class or something.
She was like, we just need one.
We just need to like quietly stone you to death or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't need to like fucking bring in.
What a fucking bad way to go, though, getting stoned to death. Jesus Christ.
That was one of my favorite parts of The Leftovers. Did you ever watch that show? Someone gets stoned to death on that. It's great.
Really? Ugh,
it's really rough. Don't trust a cult. They might stone you to death, even if it's in the 2020s.
Yeah, I'm not. Right?
It's a great show. It's a great show.
Hashtag facts.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Yeah. And you probably know this factoid, or maybe you don't, that, like, you know, the girl in Kill Bill, like Go-Go, is like basically like right out of, I think it might even be an actress from Battle Royale.
Is it the final girl from Battle Royale? That'd be cool.
No, it's not the final girl, but and I don't even know if but the character is
that's
like
where it's pulled from.
Quentin Tarantino loves Battle Royale.
Yeah, I know that.
He was like,
I knew that too. I know it's like a class.
Oh,
yeah,
you
I
did?
do. That's why I watched it, but then I was like,
yeah.
I have limits apparently.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have limits. I like that. I feel the same way too about like the pinky violence and the gore, extreme gore movies. Like if a whole movie is just someone slowly getting eviscerated, like no,
I'm with
know, it's like, you know how we both said that we like fast forward through the part in Martyrs where she's like locked up just getting beaten up.
I knew exactly what you were going to say, yes.
Yeah, it's just like I don't need a whole movie that has that vibe.
And that is long enough. Yeah, that's too long. And then a whole movie's like, come on. And honestly, I just get bored because then my brain goes to this is just fake.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, now there's no plot and I'm bored just watching it's like a special effects demo. And I'm like, okay, but now I'm
that's
bored.
exactly
what
it is.
It's like, because my brain's not going to want to be like, this is real. It's like, I don't want to. And so my brain will snap into like, what's that? Tapioca? What's that? Latex? What's that? You know, like, and then I'm bored. I'm just like, well, I just watch Face Off or whatever that fucking shit is.
Yeah.
Special effects show.
But to steer it back to Battle Royale, and I won't belabor it, but one of the cool things about that movie is like there's not really a lot of gore. It's just like, you know, just fucking brutality and people turning on each other. It's like all of the worst parts of humanity, you know. Just like the idea that like we will fucking kill our best friends if it means we don't have to die.
Yeah, I like that your vibe went to like people are terrible to each other, and my vibe was like people are terrible to themselves, and everyone's just sad. You know, it's like it's all like sad sap, and yours is all brutal. It's like really funny. Yeah, that's all funny.
Yeah.
I like the difference.
So, It's just the best. And I was going to talk about Versus, but then I was like, you know what? I love Battle Royale more. I love Versus, but Battle Royale is a movie I'll be watching. Yes, let's save it for next time. But Battle Royale is a movie I will watch every couple years for like the rest of my life. I love it that much. So, yeah. Pulse, I feel the same. Onibaba, Pulse, and Battle Royale, I feel that way about. Like, I love Ringu, and I like The Grudge, and I like Goke, but like I don't need to watch them like every couple years. Like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if I could get over it. Yeah. Maybe I'll try someday.
Yeah, maybe like fast forward to the middle.
Okay.
You know, and like start it 30 minutes in. Maybe that will help. Like, I don't know, just like throw you in it, and you'll be like, okay, cool, all right, people are dying. But like part of what's so agonizing is like at the beginning of the movie, like you're meeting them all and they're cute and they're like goofy teens and you're like getting attached. And then like when the paramilitary people come and like round them all up and they're terrifying them and they're all screaming, it's really upsetting. I almost feel like that's the most upsetting scene is when like they find out what's going to happen to them. It's awful. But if you cut in and you're just like, you know, people fighting.
It's not people, those are babies.
I know, they're kids. They're kids. They're like they're anywhere from like 12 to 18.
Yeah, come on. I can't watch an 18-year-old kill the 12-year-old. It's too much.
It's rough. Yeah, I know.
All right, anyway. I believe
But it is
though.
Cool to watch girls kill boys. I will say that. It's
I'm
like
never going to argue that point with you. I'm never going to argue that point with you.
You're like, yeah, get him. He's a jerk. Fucking bash him in the fucking side of the head with a mace. All right. Micaela, I have a grudge against you because you fart every time we talk.
I didn't think you could hear it. I didn't think you could hear it.
I can hear it, and they're real slow and low.
You got it. It's my farts.
This is the one that I have seen the least out of the ones that we've talked about. Like, I've only seen this movie once. And all I remember is...
I like this one. I think maybe this is the one I've seen the least, but it's the one I've seen the remake the most. Because you know what they did to me? When they remade these films, they didn't just take 3 American actresses. They took 2 of my favorite American actresses.
Buffy.
And one of my favorite... What the fuck is she? Australian actresses? What the fuck is Naomi Watts?
Who are the... Oh, Naomi Watts is in The Ring.
These 3.
She's Australian.
They took 3 of my favorite actresses.
Oh, Kristen Bell is Pulse,
Veronica
right?
Mars,
Yeah. I love
They
Veronica
took
Mars.
3
Oh
of
my
my
God.
favorite women in the world and put them in the leads, and it's like, don't watch the remakes. And I was like, of course. So honestly, I watched this one a lot because I fucking love Michelle Gellar. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
She's
Sarah
the
Michelle.
best. Yeah,
I love Buffy. If anyone knows me, they know I have the Buffy board game. I have the
Yep.
Buffy tarot cards. I dress like
Can I do a quick
Buffy
aside?
for Halloween. What?
Can I do a real quick aside? Sarah Michelle Gellar was a guest judge on one of the most recent episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race. And she was so good. Like, she had so much to say. It is clear that she watches the show. She knows a lot about drag culture, a lot about fashion. She was making jokes. She was making RuPaul laugh. Because sometimes they get celebrities on just to, like, because they're famous and they're shitty judges and they have nothing intelligent to say about drag. She was so good. I was like, she could be a fucking guest judge, like, every season. And I would be so happy, which just made me love her more, you know? She fucking rules.
I gotta tell you, I love her very much.
She's so good.
No bad things to say about SMG.
So one of the things I do remember about this movie,
I'm on like 70
No, I loved
milligrams of THC right now. At least I had a St. Ides. St. Ides makes a fucking weed drink.
Hell
It's
yeah.
ridiculous, you guys. Lupe almost fell over last week just standing. Still. She kept arching her back so straight that she almost fell over twice. It was just so high. Anyway, so I'm on that.
One of the things I remember about this is, isn't it like kind of vignettes where it's like a couple characters and then that story ends and then a new one starts? It's like,
there's
I
a
remember
couple
that
interesting
about
things
it.
I didn't know, like, or maybe I knew and I forgot, but this came out in 2002. It's Takashi Shimizu.
Shimizu? Yeah, Shimizu.
And I didn't know, or like I said, I forgot maybe it was part of a trilogy. And now I think about it, I think I did watch this whole trilogy like back in the day. Like again, I sucked down like a ton of Japanese horror all at once with my ex and loved it. But you know, like I barely remember a lot of it. So I think I watched The Curse. There's like The Curse, The Grudge, and something else. This is the last one, and this is also the only one that was theatrically released. The other ones were direct video. So I feel like not so bad about the fact I didn't see the other ones right away. But it was also based on this like vengeful ghost story, the Yotsuya Kaiden.
Oh yeah, Yotsuya Kaidan.
Obviously one of the most famous Japanese stories, adapted over 30 times, and influences horror, written in 1825.
There's a lot of Japanese adaptations of the Ghost of Yotsuya.
That's what I'm saying, like over 30 and continuing. You know what I mean? Like there's been like, it's like, it was like a kabuki or whatever, right? Or something like that. So anyway, it's like a vengeful ghost story. So it's pretty, what am I trying to say? So that original story from that kabuki was in 5 parts, 5 acts. So, which I got to tell you guys, I'm sorry, listeners, I did not go through and read the synopsis of those 5 acts. I did not have time.
No.
I will someday. But essentially, I went and looked at their origins, and it was set out in these 5 acts, going through different characters. So I think that's why the film did that. I think it might have even been 5 different characters and 5 different acts. So that was interesting. But yes, you're absolutely right. It goes through like Rika and Izumi, and like there's like 5. Essentially, they're naming different people who are like victims to the grudge, which the grudge is, once again, a curse that follows. Our most basic plot line of a lot of these films, the curse that follows.
Now, can you take it home, or is it just in one house?
No, you take it home. So that's what's really scary about this. So a man murders his wife, Kat, which is honestly maybe the biggest crime, and son, Toshi. Just kidding. Just joking. He murders... It's so fucked up. I'm just kidding, everybody.
Like, why kill the cat though? Like, why
especially
just
a black
go
cat? They're
that
so
extra
cute.
mile? Like,
Just let it out the door and
just
let it
so
get
rude.
adopted.
Yeah. My God.
This man's evil.
Dog lover.
So the man murders everybody, and then the murders cause a curse that revives the family as vengeful ghosts, with the wife murdering the husband. And then whoever enters the house, which is Tokyo, is eventually consumed by the curse, right? So if you go in the house, you get the curse, and then that curse spreads to the place where they die, in turn consumes anyone who enters that place. So it's like,
so it's a virus.
So like,
yeah.
So it's like this virus. So it can follow you, but like you see, it seems like everyone seems to like die in that house though. Like you go back to the house to die and become a ghost or something. And it also reminded me of that weird like American Horror Story thing where like the murder house, that first season where everyone like if you die there you become a ghost there, and that's like those vibes. But these ghosts seem to follow you to your house and like haunt you other places and sort of drive you nuts.
Scary.
Which is so fucking scary. So yeah, you see these different people going into this murder house, and then like they see the ghost boy, or they'll see the woman who was murdered or whatever, and then it like haunts them, and then they end up dying, and then whoever finds their body. It's like, it's really fucking scary. And it takes you through the different vignettes, or like they're all intertwined with people, and then they come back around and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's really fucking good.
Because the little boy like opens his mouth, but you hear cat noises, right? Isn't that one of the things?
Yeah.
That shit's creepy.
Yeah. It's so creepy.
I love that.
And then it's so good. The ghost boy is so spooky, and then sometimes almost funny, which some people called it out, but I was like, I don't think it has to be one of the, like, it can be kind of funny. Like ghosts are mischievous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it can be funny and scary at the same time.
For sure.
He'll just be like popping up in the back, and that's so fucking scary. And I like how low tech or whatever it is. Like literally the ghosts are just people with white powder, like white makeup all over their body and eyeliner. It's like they're, or like long hair and white paint. And it's like, that's all it takes. It's fucking scary.
Yes.
It's so great.
Yeah. And she has crazy hair like that, like hangs.
Yeah.
And doesn't it grow and like
hair.
it doesn't it grow out? Yeah. That's fucking cool.
And I love that. And that
dope.
again was now with The Grudge. We talk about things that were influenced, and we saw the hair thing become a whole thing after that. After that, it was like The Grudge was like, and the hand through the hair.
Yeah.
Remember that whole part? The
she's
hand on
in
the hair in the
shower,
shower?
right? Yeah.
I think they even stole that in The Eye too. Remember that movie about someone who gets like an eye transplant or whatever? I think they pull that on in there too. So anyway, they rip it off a bunch, I'm sure. Whatever. But anyway, so this, you follow like a social worker who's going to help this old lady, and then like you follow an investigator, like the boss of that lady looking into it, and then you follow a cop, and then he goes in there and there's some teenage girls who are just fucking around, and then one of those girls is like, fuck this, and all the other girls die. It's like so you like all these stories are intertwined, but essentially they all get the grudge against them by these vengeful ghosts. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as people got killed, some like Amityville horror shit, right? Like dad killed everyone, house is haunted, don't go in there, bad things gonna happen to you. Again, it's another like forbidden room or like forbidden zone.
But this time it's like patriarchy, like
and this time it seems like the ghost can kill you.
Yeah, which is
right.
fucking scary.
Like they seem to like actually kill you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. I remember the cat boy and being like, ugh, like freaked out.
Cat
like,
boy's
that's
scary.
Very cool. Yeah.
I will say, the only not scary part is with the cats, because there's this one part where this girl wakes up and there's these black cats all over her room and all over her bed, and I'm like, that's my heaven, dig. I was like, oh my god, did I die and go to heaven? Like, oh my god, I got all the black cats I want. Black cats are my favorite. Like, they're my favorite kitties. And if I woke up, I would not be terrified, except that I might think I died and went to heaven.
Right.
But then I'd be like, yeah, I'm not in hell, I'm in heaven because I'm covered in cats. So I was just like, how is this scary? I'd be like, I was a good person after all. I died and went to heaven, and God gave me 6,000 black cats as a gift in a giant bed. I was like, cool, Yeah. But she's scared. Anyway, that was the only part that's not scary to me. I was like, bullshit. No, what girl in the world would wake up with 1 million cats on her bed and be like, oh no? I'd be like, yeah, right. Were you allergic? Otherwise, we'd all be hug pile, you know, like, all the cats, all the cats, all the cats. Like, fuck, this is the best ghost ever. I'd be like, look, if this is what it takes to be haunted by you, bring it. Like, you ghost cats can live here all the time. I will buy 600 pounds of cat food to feed you all. Ghost kibble.
Aww.
I wish I could get. Oh my god.
Ghost
I wish
kibble.
I could get haunted by a bunch of cats.
There's a fake trailer to write. Ghost kibble.
Dude. It would be a heartwarming tale about how I beat my isolation and loneliness in a Tokyo flat with the ghost of 1,000 cats to keep me company. Oh my god, I love this. Is the next like Ghibli studio. Whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
What are they called?
Studio Ghibli.
Nice Giblets. Those movies are so uplifting most of the time. I can't even watch them because I'm just so fucking sad about life. I'll be like, I don't need to be cheered up. Or they're just so precious. I'll be like, no. And then I was like, I want to get to them. But honestly, I'm just like too much of a curmudgeon. I know. I've seen scenes. I'm like, I'm too angry to watch that right now. I'm not going to feel joy. I'm going to be like, fuck you.
Oh, watch
Who made this?
Princess Mononoke. That one's dope. And
that's the one I've only seen over and over again because it's not
dope.
happy.
I love it.
And it's depressing. Yeah. And then I watched Grave of the Fireflies and was like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. And now I'm actually terrified to watch any of the films because they could either be heart-wrenchingly joyful or heart-wrenchingly depressing. And I just can't handle that for the last like literally 10 years. I literally been trying to watch like Howl's Moving Castle and shit for like 10 years, but I'm like, I don't think I'm emotionally stable enough to watch these films. They might kill me, like Pulse, you know, like I might like get the grudge on me. Like I'm just gonna melt into the wall.
Yes, exactly.
I might watch like My Friend Totoro and turn into a stain because I don't have a friend like Totoro or even one, much less 17 cats. You know, it's like I can't handle that. I mean, I think I need to have a pet cat before I can watch those films so I can at least hug it.
Totally.
Anyway, sorry. I was just trying to watch these films recently and just still couldn't bring myself to press the button. They're free on Max, you know. I'm like, oh, it's my time. I can watch all of them, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, can't. She seems too happy. She's too cute. So I just went and bought myself a Squishmallow instead today.
Spirited Away might be one that you could.
I don't think I can handle. That sounds very precious.
Oh,
it's got the word spirited.
No,
and it's like a pretty little cute girl being flying.
It's scary. It's like Alice in Wonderland, but way darker. Like she finds herself in like a fucked up, weird universe.
Oh, okay, I can handle
full
that.
of like weird spirits and a giant baby, and
that's terrifying.
It's creepy. Yeah, and people turn into animals. Yeah, try that one.
Oh, I'll watch that first. I'll watch that
Yeah,
first.
try that one.
I just don't want to cry my eyes out or be like. Don't make me be all happy to be alive right now. It's too much.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You know what I mean, though? You're like those movies where you're like, be happy you're alive. You're like, listen, there's a lot going on right now, and I'm trying to be happy to be alive, but, you know, it seems a little selfish to be so happy that I'm alive. You know, like, right? Sometimes you feel selfish, and there's, like, genocides or whatever, people starving, and you're like, I don't need your gleeful love of life right now. Giblets.
Well, that won't happen to you if you watch The Grudge.
No, The Grudge will definitely make you like, oh no. That was, you know, and honestly, The Grudge is kind of the scariest one in a way. Because, well, it's hard to say. Because I think because the ghost just like straight up comes and kill you. Although the ring may kill you too, you just die. And that's scary too.
Yeah, when she comes out of the TV with her hair all in front of her face, it's like pretty freaky. Because it looks like her head is on backwards.
But most of the time that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's just that one scene at the end,
She hints at it, but yeah. Damn, they're all pretty scary. Anyway, love these 3 films. And yeah, I know that they were the ones that were made into movies in America, but there's a reason, and that's why we had to cover them. Like, how could we not?
I agree. We've laid the foundation. In future J-horror episodes, we can expand.
Now we can get frickin' with it. We hit the big 3 modern ones. You hit again. Onibaba is just a classic film. Period. Whether it's folk horror, or just a movie, it's just one of the best films ever.
I definitely
honestly.
want to talk about Versus next time and Tetsuo the Iron Man next time.
I was going to say, I almost thought that was going to be on your list.
Yeah, I came so
I
close.
haven't seen that in a long time. I'm going to revisit it.
I
We'll
love
revisit some stuff. I'll go to your letterbox like all of our listeners should. And I'll hit up some more Japanese horror.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited.
And it's only like 45 minutes long.
Right.
Tetsuo, which is great. Yeah.
You know, I'm there for it.
Hell yeah. I love it.
I can't wait. And so, thanks everybody for joining us on this brief history of Japanese horror. Just a smidgen.
Yeah, just a little a tasting plate, a charcuterie board.
Mm-hmm. I don't say that I'm hungry and I'm trying not to eat salami. JK, I haven't had salami forever. But yeah, I haven't had salami. That's a euphemism and a truth. So, dude, I can't wait to watch more Japanese horror. I am so ready to get on this letterbox and watch some horror. But again, you know, we'll get there. And you'll watch Spiral. You have to promise.
Yes.
Okay. You have till March or whatever.
When we record the Junji Ito episode, I will. I
swear to God, if you don't, I'm gonna smack you in the goddamn mouth.
Yeah. With my fist. You can send Krevin out here.
I am gonna send Krevin out if you don't watch Spiral. Yeah. It's really crazy. You're gonna love it.
With a white glove.
And he's gonna smack you with a white glove. Or my degloved hand. That's what they call it when your skin falls off. Speaking of Hiroshima. It's degloving happening, people. Yikes.
So gross.
Poor. But yeah.
Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, don't think about degloving after this episode too much.
Yeah.
We love you.
I have one last thing to say.
No, what? Oh, no. But also, follow us on Instagram.
And Letterboxd.
Link in the show notes. Where else are we? We're on YouTube a little bit.
TikTok?
And we have TikTok. I should make us a Bleed With Me TikTok, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I'll get there. There's definitely a Blunt Letters one. And you can go to www.bluntletters.com to find all things Bleed With Me. There's actually a whole nother little tab now that brings you to like our Patreon for Bleed With Me and the blog with Bleed With Me and the shows. You can listen to all our shows there. You don't have to affiliate yourself with Spotify or Google Cast or whatever it's turned into, YouTube Cast, and we're everywhere. We're on Apple.
Yeah.
But Spotify.
And become a Patreon
But you
subscriber.
can just go to the website and listen. And and then you can also become a Patreon. Oh, you know what you can get now? We're adding it this week. If you want to become a Bleed With Me Patreon member for the lowest price, you can choose the bingo cards that we're making, the horror bingo cards.
Yes. We got to make a J-horror one.
There's going to be a J-horror. There's going to be there is a Godzilla
folk
one.
Horror.
There's a folk horror one that's done. I just need to print them. And there is an 80s horror one that's absolutely done, ready to ship. So if you want any of those, and there's a 4-card set. They're all different, so you can actually play them against each other and win a prize. Even if you're watching the same movie, I think. I don't know. Come at me. Come on. And you get a whole bunch of other extras and behind the scenes stuff that you can't get anywhere else. So join up, motherfuckers.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yay.
And thanks for listening. And as always,
stay bloody.